So today's video is going to be a one brand tutorial. This is on a brand that has supported me since almost the beginning. They're one of the first brands to work with me, and I remember when I got this package I was like almost in tears because they sent me such a big package. And like I said, it was in the very beginning. I want to say within like the first 6 months of my channel, my videos were still absolute shit. I mean, I kind of think they're shitty now, but way back then they were so bad. So I really appreciated them working with me, and I still use their products to date. I feel like I haven't shined a lot of love on them lately, and so for that reason I want to. But yeah, I absolutely love them. When I was going through a lot of stuff and I wasn't filming and I was kind of letting you guys in on it, they would email me just to check in. One of their emails literally made me cry. But yeah, they to this day repost me. I mean, they just reposted me the other day, and I just appreciate them so much for all their support. I've met a lot of really nice creators as well. Just Jasmine 24, I met her through KALON Cosmetics. And then there's the Rehab Doll on Instagram. I don't know if she's got a YouTube yet. I think she kind of does like Facebook Lives and stuff. But I will try to find the link for that and put her below as well. I've already linked Jasmine, but she'll go down there. But yeah, just met a lot of sweet people through a really sweet company. And yeah, their products are really good. They're really not known as well as I think they should be known. So hopefully I can help shine a little love on them the way they have done for me. Alright, so I already did some eyebrows over here. I did clean up underneath of my brows with some concealer, but I'm going to be using the eyeshadow base. And I'm just going to be putting it all over. Next, I'm going to be taking Desert Sun Matte. I'm taking this and putting it just in the crease. I wanted this to make that peach color that's going to follow look a little bit more peachy instead of pinky. As you can see, this is nice and pigmented, and it is also very blendable. It's not really attaching to that eyeshadow base too much to where it's not easy to work with. But on my pale skin, this Desert Matte color would probably not look as bright. So it is helping to make the shadows appear more vibrant. So I'm working this into the inner corner as well. And then I'm just going to start blending it up towards the brow bone. Alright, next I'm using Coral Peach. And I'm going to start working this into the crease and into the inner and outer corner. Basically, I want this to provide a nice blend with that first shadow we put down, that more orangey color. And I also want it to start laying down the shape. Alright, so then I'm going into Pumpkin Spice. This is a blush, but because it is so pigmented, it can be used as an eyeshadow as well. This, I'm going into the crease again, and like I said, on the inner and outer corner, we're going to be leaving the middle open for the shimmer shade we're going to use for a nice halo eye. I'm going to go in with that orangey shade again and just use it to blend the edges where those two shadows are meeting. Like I said, that orangey shadow just makes the peachy colors that we were using look more peachy rather than pink. Now I'm going to use a little bit of their concealer on the middle of my eye. And I'm just going to use a brush, and first of all, I use way too much. And second of all, I'm going to start putting that in the middle. And then I'm going to kind of cut the crease up here. Alright, next I'm going to be using their loose mineral eye dust. This is in the shade Champagne. It does have a sifter. It is very, very, very pretty. Alright, I'm just taking that on a small brush and I'm just going to start packing it on. That wet concealer is just going to give it something to grab onto. And then I want to lighten that up a little bit, so I'm going into Angelic Peach, which is one of their floral shimmers. I'll talk more about this when I use it on my face. And I'm just going to put that in the middle. Like I said, this just helps brighten it up a little bit. And I'm also going to use that to highlight my brow bone. Then I'm going to go back into the Coral Peach eyeshadow and just use that to blend the edges. I want that mineral eyeshadow that we use to blend in with the other peachy shades. Lastly, I'm just going to be shaping up that outer edge. Alright, that is it for the eyeshadows. I'm going to do just a thin line of eyeliner and some lashes, which are not KALON Cosmetics. They don't matter. Alright, so my eyes are done. I do have like a eyebrow rough draft on. I am drinking coffee, so my teeth look like yellow. Anyways, I'm going to get right into it. So first off, I'm just going to add an extra layer of hydration with this KALON Cosmetics Balancing Cucumber Mist. And then because my eyes have been a little puffy lately, I'm going to use this under eye soothing tonic, and it does come with a rollerball application. Feels nice and cooling. To prime my skin, I'm using the Velvet Veil. I'm just going to dot this on a couple areas of my face. I do think that this primer is hydrating and pore filling, which is the best of both worlds. And then I'm also going to go in with the Candle Glow. I'm just going to dot that with all of the primer. I'm just going to add this in because it adds a nice luminosity to my primer. This is in the shade Pearly Pink. Alright, and I'm just going to rub this in with my hands. So first I have their foundation sticks. I've talked about these a lot. I've used them a lot. I have it in 2 shades. And then I'm going to go in and dot a couple drops of the liquid foundation. This is their liquid Jojoba foundation. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but this is in the shade Cream Beige. This is a water-based foundation, so it does not provide a lot of coverage, but this is perfect for like no makeup days. I'm going to be using extra light in the center of my face and then medium light on the outsides of my face. This is buildable coverage. I feel like it goes on as a medium and you can build it up to a full. This is a really creamy stick. These are more for dry skin. I feel like if you have oily skin, you might have to set this like everywhere, but I don't have that, so this is perfect. I'm going to be using a sponge to blend everything together. You'll see that it blends together very easily. Alright, so here's everything blended together. Like I said, I do think this is a nice medium coverage. I can still see some blemishes, but overall I feel like it did give me a decent amount of coverage. If I wanted full coverage, I would go in with some more foundation, like put the stick, you know, in the areas that I wanted in. But I'm actually going to use the concealers to do that. I'll be using their Advanced Longwear Concealer. This has botanical extracts in it as well. This is a medium to full coverage with a matte finish. I have this in the shade Light and Extra Light. I'll be showing you swatches of the two. So this is Extra Light right here, and then this is Light. Extra Light to me is just more peachy. I'm going to be using Light. I'm just dotting this on my hand, and then I'm going to be using a brush to apply it. I'm going to be using this on all of the parts on my face that I want extra coverage. And I'm actually going to be using a different concealer to brighten and highlight my face more. Just because I don't believe that they carry a shade that's light enough for me. They're not transparent enough for me. But I am going to kind of go in a little bit on my under eyes just because I do have some pretty dark circles. I'm blending everything together. And like I said, it's not that I don't think that that concealer adds enough coverage. It's just that it's just not bright enough for me. Alright, so I feel so much better that my under eyes are covered, but I did forget to cream contour first. So first I'm going to be taking, these are actually my favorite two products to cream contour with. I'm going to be taking their Camouflage Cream in the shade Medium Dark. As you can see, I've hit the pan of the pan on this, so I absolutely love it. You know it's real when I'm scraping. So I just take this on a little brush, and I'm going to be cream bronzing with this. So I'm taking it a little bit above my contour area. And I'll kind of cross hatch a little too. And I'll put a little here. I'm going to put it down the sides of my nose. And then I gotta hit that chin. I have the craziest chin. And I like to just make it look a lot smaller. And then of course my favorite contouring product. This is their stick foundation in the shade Extra Dark. I just want to tell you guys that I've been using this since they sent it to me, and that was back in, I think, like May. Yeah, that's how much I have left still, and I use this literally almost every day, literally almost every single tutorial. You can go back and look if you would like, but I just go right in the center, as you see that little dip from me doing that. And I really like this because it provides a more natural shadow look. This is just like bronzing me up, just adding some color to my face, but this is providing actual contouring. A little goes a long way with this stuff, which is why I typically cream contour first, but I had a lapse in judgment today, I don't know. Alright, I'm just going to use this little BH Cosmetics 137 brush. I just want to show you guys that you can just use a soft synthetic brush to blend these out. They just blend so easily. Also, because this is the same consistency as the foundation, it's just like butter. So I do this every day, and it might seem a little bit extreme to you guys if you don't cream contour, and then of course the first couple of times you do cream contour, you're gonna think you look insane, and you probably do. But as soon as I started adding this into my routine, people were literally asking me if I'd lost weight, and I had not. Well, I gained some. Every time someone asks me if I lose weight, I gain a pound. But seriously, I cannot do my makeup routine without cream contouring now. I just love it so much. I think adding the layers of contouring with the powder as well on top of this, it just makes it look so. And of course, if you have bigger areas on your face that you do not like, this is like the cheapest, most temporary plastic surgery ever. Alright, and of course, because I did this all wrong, I'm going to have to go in and do some highlighting. Alright, so then after that, I would usually go in and do my highlighting, and then I'll go and set it. I'm going to be setting it with this Invisible Matte Finishing Loose Powder. This does have a sifter in it. I just take my little brush in there, pick up some, drop a little, and then I go straight on the under eyes. This is actually one of my favorite setting powders. I haven't been using it lately because I really wanted to finish up my RCMA no color powder because that huge 10-ounce jar just like hangs over me. It's like hard to store. It sits right here because it can't fit on any of my shelves. And I just wanted it gone, and it's just, you know, fucking lasting forever. But yeah, I set all the areas that I concealed. The rest of my areas I don't really set unless it feels super, super tacky because then I don't want the powders to kind of blend with it. This is something I've definitely changed since I started doing my makeup. But yeah, I don't set my entire face with powder anymore because I do have dry skin. So unless I feel like things are gonna get muddy together, I don't think it's necessary to set everything. Next, I'm going to be going in with their bronzing powder in the shade Sun-Kissed Bronze. I absolutely love this bronzer. It is such a pretty, pretty bronzy color. It's probably too dark for me, but that doesn't stop me. So when I'm bronzing, it's the same when I'm contouring. I will look straight ahead, and I can see my cheekbones even through the layers of fat. But wherever it separates, if you can't see it when you look straight on, you can always go and see it there. But I will just kind of pat that along. I want it to be the darkest in that line, and then I'll blend up from there. The more you go forward, the more masculine your jaw is going to look, and then I see a lot of people shape it like that. I think that will make your cheeks look more round. I don't need help with that. Of course, I put it in all the areas that I cream contoured. Gotta hit the double chin. I like to blend that down my neck too. And then my little forehead. Actually, I have a large forehead. This wig is covering up a huge chunk of it. And then I always like to, like I said, hit the bottom of my nose. It shortens up my very long nose. And then I'll blend a little bit up the side just because it makes it look a lot more natural instead of just having a shadow underneath of my nose. I don't really clean that up, I'm not super precise with that because I do go in with powder afterwards. But yeah, this is one of my favorite bronzers. Super pigmented, it blends out like a dream. Alright, so for blush, I'm going to be using Georgia Peach. This is a very peachy eyeshadow, and it does have some shimmer. It has like a nice golden shimmer to it. Like I said, these are so pigmented. I like to use them as eyeshadows, and I did today with the Pumpkin Spice. Which, by the way, talking about Pumpkin Spice, I talked about this in the original video that I filmed forever and ever ago, probably close to a year ago. But Pumpkin Spice is a perfect dupe for Kylie's Hopeless Romantic. I just think it's actually just a little bit more pigmented than Kylie's. Alright, going in with just a little bit. This stuff is so pigmented, like I said. And I put this just right on top of the bronzer. And this is really going to put the whole face together with the eyes. I like to put my blushes up on the temple to do a little bit more chiseling. And I always hit the tip of my nose. Don't ask me why. I just think it all needs to match. Alright, lastly for powder products, I'm going in with this Angelic Peach. This is their Floral Shimmer. I don't know if you can really see on camera that shape of the flower that's in here. It's pressed like this. It's really, really pretty. Mine doesn't look so good anymore because I've used it for, like I said, almost a year. But I'm just going to go in with just a little bit. This stuff is super pigmented. This is a very soft highlighter. If you wet this, it will definitely get way more dramatic, but I've been into a more nice, delicate highlight lately. Alright, so this is one of my favorite products of theirs. I have to get a little bit more tan to use it on my under eyes, but this is their translucent face powder. I like to use this to bake for now. It does have a sifter in there. I just put some into the cap, and then I just put my little sponge in there, pick some up, and start cleaning up on the side of my nose. Like I said, I don't like to be super precise with my nose contour just because I think it's a waste of time if I can just go in with powder and clean it up. I do the same for my contour. Actually, this I purchased myself as well. They sent me the translucent powder, but they didn't send me this, and they had a big sale going on one day, and I was curious as to whether or not this would work for me. I'm so glad I did. It's one of my favorite products of theirs, and I do believe that they said it is their most popular as well, like best-selling item is this. You get a huge amount of product in here. Alright, so then I'm going to go in with their Kabuki brush, and I'm just going to brush this away. Well, I like to use this Kabuki brush a lot in the summer whenever I'm wearing like a shoulderless shirt, because I will take these foundation sticks and contour up, and this is perfect for blending that out. Alright, and lastly I'm going to be using their setting spray. This is just the regular setting spray. It's just a moisturizing mist that soothes the skin and sets makeup for long wear. I'm like almost out of this, just so you know I love it. Actually, I'm out of it, so I'm not going to use it. I'm going to go in with their Cucumber Balancing Mist, and I'm almost out of this too. I just really like the way their products mist you. I hate when products like are centralized in one area. This is a perfect mist. Alright, I'm going to finish off my brows, and then I'll come back to you guys and do, actually I'm going to brush my teeth too, and then I'll do lips. Alright, so I finished up my eyebrows, I finished up my eyes, and now it is time for lips. So I'm going to be using their lip lacquer, but I do want to show you some of their lipsticks too, because they're really good. So here are a bunch of lipsticks that they sent over, and I'm just going to swatch them and show you guys really quick. Alright, so here are the colors that I swatched. So down here they range from like sheer colors that you have to build up to pretty opaque mattes up here. They're all really pretty, and typically during the winter I only wear lipsticks. I will film with liquid lipsticks, but I always wear lipsticks out because my lips just don't do the winter air. But for today's video I'm going to be using a lip lacquer. This is another color that I really like. This is Passion. I think they sent me other colors, but they must be like divided into my purses or something because I can't find them. But this is a really pretty color. Swatch that over here. Very pink. But for the sake of today's look, I'm going to be wearing Luscious. This is one of my favorite like nudie peach colors. Oh my gosh, this is so perfect. And I really like the way that their liquid lipsticks wear and feel and smell. They smell like baked goods. I love this color. As you can see, it is fully opaque. I love the applicator that they use. It's pretty standard. This does dry down matte, but it's a very comfortable matte. It's not drying. So I wanted to redo this video because it's been a long time since I did a one brand tutorial for this brand, and I feel like I've improved my makeup skills and my filming and editing skills since then, so I felt like they deserved, you know, a redo. But really, this brand is very near and dear to my heart. As I said from the beginning, they've supported me and I appreciate that more than anything, but their products are really good, and it makes me sad that they're not very well known. Part of the reason I love them so much is because they are so like unknown, and I have like an indie heart, but I want them to be successful and I want that for them. So anything I can do to help them get out there more with the tiny platform I have, they deserve it. Anyways, I hope you guys liked this video. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you to KALON Cosmetics for all of your support.